Good morning, volleyball. Volleyball started yesterday night itself, or rather evening itself, right from 3 p.m. yesterday. We found hundreds and hundreds of volleyball players in the Sunbeam campus playing. It was remarkable to watch the style, the grace, and the spirit that you all exhibited. When there was a talk about more than 4,000 players coming into the campus, we were really scared. Because as you all know, particularly after we being players, the Vice Chairman is a national football player, and I was a state football player and a university level volleyball player. So particularly when you are a sportsman, you know the kind of playfulness and fun that every sportsman would enjoy, relish. And so we were scared. But then after seeing the body language, the maturity and the culture that was exhibited by these wonderful boys and girls who are sitting here, we were remarkably satisfied and very impressed. Big boys and small ones, and big girls and small ones, every one of them with a unison thinking, practicing at 2 o'clock in the night. So these kinds of expressions were rather unbelievable, and this is the true expression of sports. Sports and sportsmanship. As the Vice Chairman said, the same feeling of gaiety and the spirit of enthusiasm should remain the whole 3 days duration. End of the day, volleyball wins. It's immaterial who wins and who loses among the players. That's the kind of a sanctum feeling that you all should possess. I request you that. And there is something else that I should also tell you. Volleyball is no joke. It keeps you young. It keeps you like a spring, quite active, athletic. It takes you through to a very long life. There are some special features about volleyball that I should mention you. See, there are games like football and basketball where you rub on the body of the other person, which is called body games. Volleyball has the beautiful charm. That's why it's called the gentleman's game. There's not even a chance to harm each other in volleyball. They stand on 2 sides, beyond the nets, and everything is done above the net. Nothing below the net. Below the net, we love each other. Above the net, we fight against each other through our capabilities, skills, abilities, experience, expertise. And every one of the youngster who comes into volleyball will be refined, because there is so much of skill required to play volleyball. It's no joke. Use of volleyball it goes without saying, because every one of you looks so fresh, filled with vitality and vigor, though you have slept very little. You know the nature of sports camps. I hope you had a good food. We tried our level best to provide good quality food to you. But the rest of it, as it always goes, is very tough, very difficult. And that's the nature of sports. But then the ability of the sportsman is to take it on his stride. He doesn't bother. That's the spirit of volleyball. So I would like to read out the names of the office bearers who have been designated by the CBSE to conduct your matches today. Interestingly, the matches are going to be taking place in 7 grounds. 4 grounds for boys and 3 grounds for girls. And every one of the grounds will have officiating officers, referees, line judges, supporters, scorers, and the message carriers. And also 2 caretakers from Sunbeam to give you utmost care if there is a fall, if there is an injury, if there is a dispute, if there is a difficulty. They would immediately attend to you. They would be always on your sides. The games would be conducted in the best possible manner, giving utmost importance to all the accompanying coaches, physical directors, physical education teachers who have come from all 3 big regions, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and Andaman and Nicobar. We welcome them all with lots of love and appreciation for the spirit that they exhibited. I am so happy that they are with us. Now, I would tell you about a few instructions required. First of all, about the medical support, there is a care center just behind this auditorium, a big place where 100 people could at a time go and get attended to. There are qualified doctors, qualified nurses, and all the necessary first aid materials and medications. And for any kind of emergency, we have 2 ambulances constantly laden with drivers and supporting staff to take you to the best hospital just 2.5 kilometers away. Don't worry. And then there are washrooms around the ground for both boys and girls. The Sunbeam volunteers who have come in large numbers, you can see through the badges and the uniforms, and also the Sunbeam staff members who are 500 in number. They are going to be all around the ground supporting you, giving you the best of services. You can raise your disputes, objections of any game decisions within 1 hour of the completion of your game, duly signed with the requisition letter handed over to the observer who would be available throughout the day. Please remember, within 1 hour, and you also have to make a payment of 2,000 rupees as a deposit when you place an objection. All these that I am telling you now is not Sunbeam rules. It is CBSE rules. And water facilities are there throughout the entire ground. There are bubbles available and RO waters available in all the pipes. Food court, you already know it. We have told you the timings, but once again, now the tea time will be 10:30 to 12:30. And from 12:30 onwards, lunch would begin. 10 to 12. And 12:30 to 2:30 will be lunch time. Yeah, 3:30 to 5:30 will be tea and snacks again. And dinner from 7:30 to 9:30. Please remember that. And I've already told a lot of office bearers, but I want to repeat again. There was a lot of doubts raised about the refund possibility. When somebody has to go away, end of the day, if you have to go back, you can get refund of the money paid for the next 2 days from the refund counters. You don't have to go searching for anybody. You can go to the place where you registered. The counters are always alive, and there would be sufficient people to take care. And also transport would be made available for all the people. The style of refund would be with a smile, with appreciation, with grace, and not a wry face. You will be respected. You will be sent back in the best fashion. The dispute committee is there for any kind of dispute settlement that has got to be done. There are 3 members in the committee. It's headed by me and then assisted by our principal, Mr. Ratish, who is on the stage, and final decisions would be taken by the observer, as I already told. There were a few people who were asking me about the rules of the game. One important rule I have to tell, because one person asked me whether there would be a possibility to have standing games without rotation if both the opposing teams agree for that. No. CBSE cluster rules do not permit it. So we are finishing the inaugural function well in advance. I think we can straight away go to the playgrounds now with the support of all our officiating officials, and we will inaugurate the Cluster 6 Volleyball Boys and Girls Tournament for 2023. Thank you very much, children. You are lovable, very attentive, very focused. I wish you all the very best.